So I just got in my car and I'm heading to Halifax, Nova Scotia right now for a weekend away. And I thought it would be interesting to track what vacation actually costs. So I'm going to start a new series on my channel called What Vacation Costs. And this first episode is for a weekend in Halifax. So we're just coming through the Cobequid Pass. It's probably the only cash that I will spend all weekend, aside from going through the toll and going through the bridge in Halifax. I gave them $5 cash. It cost $4. Got $1 back. So that's the very first expense this entire weekend. So we're going through the bridge right now, and we just paid $1.25. So it's going to be a pretty normal weekend in Halifax. I'm not doing anything in particular for the sake of this video, but basically there's one event per day. So tonight I'm going to the Halifax Wanderers game. I've got season tickets there. I'm headed to that with a friend. Tomorrow we've got an art exhibit type thing that we're going to be going to, and then Sunday I'm actually running the Blue Nose half marathon, which I decided to do kind of last minute with very little to no training, but I'm excited for that. So that's our weekend. Let's jump into it. After I checked into the hotel, I walked over to the Wanderers game, which is the professional soccer team in the CPL.
That's crazy.
In total, this game cost $22.02, and it was a lot of fun. All right, so now it is Saturday morning. After the Wanderers game last night, I came back to the hotel and I bought a few snacks. So I got some mini eggs, and I got some Hawkins cheesies, a couple bags of these. And if you don't know what those are, Canadian classic. But in total, that came to $11.82. In this trip, I'm staying at the Westin, Nova Scotia in Halifax. It's a spot that you can usually find some pretty good prices. It's also a Marriott property, and I've made a lot of videos here on my channel about why I only stay at Marriott properties. I'm a Marriott Bonvoy Gold Elite status member, and I think Marriott properties are the best in the world, in my opinion. The nice part about this hotel is the view, which I'll show you in just a second. So this is the view from the hotel room. You can see just below us the Halifax Seaport Farmers Market, which is pretty popular, especially on Saturday morning. Probably headed there right now. There's also some really important historical buildings and significance over there to your right, which is where a large majority of people coming from Europe and other places around the world entered Canada. You have what is the Discovery Center, a really neat science museum, and a bunch of other cool things there, and just kind of a view of the harbor front. So for 2 nights at the Westin, it cost me $449.98. And then I headed over for lunch at one of my favorite spots called Chaba Thai. It cost $26.06 for my lunch, and I needed a bag, so I headed to the Dollarama and picked up a bag to carry things around for the day. And then to kill a few minutes, I walked up to the Citadel to see the sights of downtown Halifax, and then I jumped down to the Art Gallery of Nova Scotia, which has a Maud Lewis exhibit and a few other exhibits that are there right now. This is an Alex Colville one, who did a lot of paintings in my area, and the total cost was $12 to get in for the day. And if you know Halifax, when you're down on the waterfront, you've got to get some Cow's ice cream. Always a win. It was $8 for that quick snack. And then I drove over to the main event of the day and stopped by Wendy's. Thank you.
And this was the main event called Beyond Van Gogh, which was a little bit expensive, but super cool. It cost me $51.99.
I just got back to the hotel room. It's 9:20 p.m. and I spent a lot of time on my feet, almost 12 hours actually, which isn't ideal if you're running a half marathon, but we're just doing it for fun. So right now I've got to get into the food. To save some time, I ordered mezza, which I'm in Halifax. I always enjoy. I've got chicken shawarma, rice, a salad, hummus, pita, some garlic sauce, which I really enjoy. And this is what I'm going to do. Watch some sports, relax. It cost $17.84.
After I ate supper, I relaxed by watching a little bit of TV, had a good night's sleep, and then the next morning I woke up, had a very quick breakfast, and then I headed over for the start of the half marathon.
Let's turn it up! What a beautiful day to run! Yeah! If you're running for the very first time, make some noise!
The half marathon is done, and because I registered just about a week before the race, it was kind of a spur of the moment thing. I had to pay like the full fee, so it was $100.31. It was a good time, got to catch up with some friends, meet a few new people, which is exciting, but it cost more than I probably would have expected if I was registering for this event a long time before. So that's that. I did, however, go through like the after race food line twice. So I tried to get my money's worth out of the post race food, which means maybe I don't have to eat lunch. We'll see throughout the course of today. And we're going to do a few more things before heading back. I left the hotel and found a parking garage in downtown Halifax that was $8.50. And then I visited my favorite restaurant, the Barrington Steakhouse, which is very fancy. It's not somewhere I go often, but it was nice to treat myself after a good run and also a very long but rewarding school year as well. So that total came to $72.45. Definitely something I only do once in a while. And then it was time to head home. So got in the car, kind of got a few last things taken care of, drove over a very foggy bridge. And then as you saw when we came into Halifax, I had to hit my bridge fee, which cost about $1.25 exactly, same as last time. The bridge fees in the last year or two have gone up 25 cents. And then we hit the toll home, $4 for the toll and $120 total for the gas for this trip as well. So the total trip came to $923.02, which is definitely way more than I expected. Is it what you thought it would cost to visit downtown Halifax? Would you do some things more expensive, cheaper than me? Let me know in the comments below. And this is what my vacation cost.